Hey guys, this is Knox. Sorry I've been sick, so it's taking me a minute to get this drawn off. But let's see, here's the questions for the Knox Locks 3 for me. So the third giveaway. The question was, would you rather A, get an advanced lock like an ASA 700, however it can only have standard basic pins, or B, get an intermediate lock, like a Sledge SE1, something like that. However, it can only have any commercial security pins you please, even those that coveted ASA barrels. Uh, Basically, everything went overwhelmingly for the higher end locks, and people just wanted to repin them, which, because I was sick when I made it, I didn't have time to explain it. So yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to repin it. That'd be a no-brainer. Everyone would just go with the acid and then buy whatever and put it in there later. No. So the real question was, I'm sorry, it's my bad. I didn't explain it good enough. Was would you rather have, something like the acid, but just standard? That's it. That's all you get. You don't get to repin it. You don't get to whatever. Just standard pins forever. And to me, they're still interesting because you're still learning keyways. But at the same time, I personally would have chosen B. Something like what I'm giving away. One of these training locks. Okay, one minute right now, it's a Sledge 5-pin. And then you take one of the cores that I'm giving away, you swap it out, and it can either become a Quickset KW1 or a Yale Y1, literally in a matter of minutes. So you have different keyways you can learn, still in a basic lock, and then a bag full of security pins. You know what I mean? This is just from Sparrows, so let alone what you can create. Anyways, that's what I would have chosen. Now, for as far as entries goes, sorry again, I was saying I'm just getting over being sick, and unfortunately, I have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it takes me a long time to actually get better. So it's like I get a little better and I get a little worse. I get a little better, get a little worse. And then, unfortunately, like 6 weeks ago, somebody sneezed on me. So, but anyways, I did a little something different this time as far as if you made a video entry, you got two. Or, one where you got one for the comment and one for the video. And the only two people to take advantage of that was Panda Frog and Lockheed Lockpicking. So, without further ado, let's see. Let's get this wheel going. Oh, hold on. You don't get to learn no passwords over here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm going to explain what happened to last week's. So, when I was doing the Lock 2 giveaway, I entered everybody's name into the wheel, just like now. And apparently, for whatever reason, the one I was using then, I was using a different app. It cut off at 20 names, and there was 22 people. Okay, so it allowed me to put in all the names, but then when it made it, it cut out Legless and Javier. So I didn't know that originally. I gave it a spin, and the winner was Kix. So, Kix picks one. I alerted him while the video was, uploading, whatever. It takes a little while. And when I was making the thumbnail, I noticed Legless' name, Legless Lockpicker's name was not on it. So right away, I got in touch with Kix, and he's such a gentleman. He really is. He's really cool. And I was just going to declare everybody a winner and have it be my fault. But he's like, you know what? Instead, and then he wanted to forfeit his. He was like, just go ahead and give it to them. And then ultimately, he came up with this, and to me, it was the great idea, the perfect way to settle it. Uh, put our names, just us three, on a wheel. He was like, if I win again, it's meant to be me. He was like, if some, he's like, if somebody else wins, it's meant to be them. No big deal. But that's ultimately what happened. I put their three names on the wheel, and Legless Lockpicker won. So the official winner, even though Kick's name came up for the first one, or for the whatever the glitched one, because all 21 names weren't in there. Legless Lockpicker was the official, when it's all said and done, winner. So we already have something behind the scenes worked out as far as what he's getting. The Medico he claimed, and a couple other things. Anyways, I just wanted to settle that. It was left in the air, kind of. Unofficial, undeclared winner, and then in the comments it was just, Anyways, let's up to the present, all caught up. So now everybody is here accounted for. I put a thing up on Instagram and my thing on Facebook. I got Discord and the Locksport channel Discord. So that I put things up there normally about 4 to 8 hours before they go off, just with a picture, making sure everybody sees their name. So, all right, good luck, everybody. Here we go. Joe picks. All right. Wow. Congratulations, Joe. That's awesome. That is awesome. Because not for nothing, in a way that don't coincide with, I wanted to send something to Joe anyway. So I can condense shipping into one big package. But wow, congratulations, Joe. You are the official winner of the Lock 3 for me. And that's everybody's here and accounted for. So no glitches, no errors, no glitch in the matrix. And congratulations, Joe. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the future of the channel. When Jay Gabriel was nice enough to reach out to me a couple days ago, and so was a couple other people within this last week, just asking me, if I was okay and what was going on. And I hadn't realized it had been pretty much a month since I posted that. 3 weeks and change since I posted the last announcement of this giveaway. So, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. Oh, for this week's winner, Joe might not be as interested, but I was going to have for a thing to make your own custom pick from Bare Bones, and then a set of chest pins from Sparrows was kind of like the bonus to the... Anyways, as far as if you didn't want the challenge locks, you can go with... well, actually, you know what, Joe? Me and you will sort that out. Let's talk about what I was saying for the future of the channel. I've fallen behind. There's two things I'd like to segue into. One is teaching the Let's Learn Locks aspect of it. And my episode 1 would be what to call the whatchamacallits, where I'm just going to take one of my practice locks, apart real quick, show you how to change cores, repin it, or make a 2-pin into a 5, or 5 to a 2, whatever, something like that. And to show you how fast it can be done and explain everything on, in the process. And anyways, so that's one thing, is the actual breaking down of how to, pick the locks, the teaching aspect. And the second part of it, every channel, I guess, kind of has their arcs, and they do different things. Some people do Well, I mean, everybody likes to do product reviews. You know, who doesn't like getting new picks and new stuff like that? But for me, I wanted to do something kind of, at least to me, is a little bit new. It's no keys needed, and it's kind of like a club, I guess. If you look at the Lockpickers United, that's these guys, LPU. Their black belts, I believe, requirement is start some type of club or some type of, like, for example, Tool, the Open Organization of Lockpickers, TOOOL. Well, what no keys needed would be, really, I'd like to do interviews with you guys. And what made me think about this was Lock Noob, when he had his 100,000 subscriber giveaway, he had to ask me anything. And I had written out about 5 questions. And I fired off 3 of them in the comments part. And if you watch it, you go back watch it now, each one of the ones he reads, he's like, wow, Knox, good question, man, good question. And they are. And I mean, and it's more than just what's your favorite pick and what got you into lock sporting. I mean, those are interesting questions too, but I don't want to give it away. I mean, if you're really curious, go ahead and watch it. The Lock Noobs 100,000 Ask Me Anything. But I would like to do something like that. If you're interested in being interviewed, yeah, let me know in the comments below. So, yeah, I don't have much to review with Joe Picks here. I have a feeling, I know he's going to go for the higher end up locks, and being he makes his own picks, he doesn't really need bare bone blanks at this point. But, yeah, we'll figure it out, Joe. Oh, speaking about the future like I said, how Legless Lockpicker won last week. Now, okay, I had these pack locks here. Now, this is a 90A, right? This little guy here. He has the like American lock, small keys, small pins. Well, I recently ordered the 90A Pros. So, this guy here is going to be going to Legless. So, I'm going to be making him one night this week. I'm going to be tricking this out into a challenge lock before I send it to him. I have a package for my lock from the other American lock that I made that I want him to pick. Because he did such an awesome job picking the last one I made for him. That's really a very delicate touch you have to have, and he mastered that. So I'm going to be sending him the other American lock. Anyways, for wrapping this up and bringing it back to Joe real quick, I have this box, and I think I'm going to call it the Knox box. And I'm going to put like one of my stickers up here, maybe one on the other side. And I figure it'll start off, have a couple of padlocks crisscrossing in the front. Right, so you'll have to get through 190A, 190A Pro. Right, so that clamps the front. I was thinking about possibly drilling a hole with the long shackle. I have a couple, this style, long shackle, American locks. I was thinking about maybe pulling the long shackle through the front where it's still a little narrow, and then making it so after you pick those 4 locks, when you finally get it open, it has kind of like the soft padding, and then I'd put the my chip. He's already gonna be getting one of the chips because he won, but it'd have my chips in the background, and it would have stickers, and it'd have whatever else. Back when I was first introduced to Joe was from Pocket Woman, when I was talking about the lock that I'm about to talk about. The Pressure Luck is what I'm going to name it. It's going to be made out of this right here, US lock. It's a 7-pin. And I commented on my channel, or mentioned in a video rather, who might be interested or who would be a good person for a first-time pick on a challenge lock, and she recommended Joe. And I reached out to Joe for the first time. Me and Joe ever communicated, and asked him if he'd be interested in picking it. Pocket Woman sent me to him, and he's more than happy to say, yeah, sure. And that was like 6 months ago. And so this has been a long time coming for me making this, but with him winning this now, it's going to take a minute, but yeah, this is cool. Like, I'm going to pull the Knox box together, so I could just send it all in one nice big thing, and yeah, we'll figure it out. So that's going to wrap up the Knox locks, locks 3 for me. And I think I'm going to probably end up doing one of the 2 first episodes this weekend, probably the whatchamacallits, and then announce probably on Monday the lock 4 and the would you rather question for then. So yeah, thanks guys. Sorry it took me a while to announce the winners. Thanks for coming back and sticking around. I appreciate it very much. And again, just remember, anything is possible when everything's unlockable. Alright? Don't forget, you can reach me at locksforknox@gmail.com. Here's the teachers. Here's the tools. Jimmy Longs. And most of all, thank yous. Alright, guys.